For fact, guys, I know this arc is going to be flame! Yo, what is going on, my husbandos and waifus? My name is Hermzar, and welcome to another review for you guys. Today, we are going to review Black Clover, episode number 16, I think. Yeah, number 16. Also, I didn't review Black Clover episode 15. Last week was just a cluster mess for me. So now, I'm kind of going to review both, but mostly we're going to review episode number 16. Now, I want to give you guys this forewarning, because I know I told you guys I was going to read the manga, and I have started reading the manga. I'm like chapter 104, I think. So I have like 40 more chapters to go-ish, like 40-ish, 30-ish. I think it's at like chapter 140, I think. But I'm almost there, guys. Just so now I actually know what's going on in the manga versus what's going on in the anime. And let me tell you, this chapter is gonna be freaking crazy. Now, I'm not gonna try to do any spoilers here. We're just only going to focus on what we've watched in this episode. I've learned my mistakes from prior, and we're just going to focus on what happened in this episode. First and foremost, Yuno going all out and still getting bodied by, I forgot what this man's name, getting bodied by Mars, and we don't know yet what happened, at least in this episode. But Mars just pulls out a big ass sword and just did something. He pretty much bodied that little bird thing, the little wind bird that Yuno has summoned. But the main portion of this fight is that we saw Luck versus the gas guy, and for some reason I can't find this gas guy's name. They were fighting against each other. Luck gets bodied and Asta comes through and helps him out. Asta helps Luck realize that he has backup. He has friends that he can focus on. This is more like backstory on Luck's side, because we see that Luck was always alone. He's kind of mentally deranged because he's always smiling. Even though he's sad, he's smiling. When he's angry, he's smiling. He always wants to fight. While he fights, he's smiling. Defeated a noble. He's very, very powerful for a commoner, and people always look down on him, and he was just trying to make a better living for his mom, but his mom passes away. It's this whole mess. That realization that Luck has, that Asta's there by his side, and that he has Nakama. And I could see now, like, this is where we're starting to see, I mean, you could see it before, but this is where we're starting to see the similarities of other shonen anime. And this is also, while I was reading, I was like, oh, okay, I could see how it's related to Naruto. I could see how it's related to Fairy Tail. I could see, like bits and pieces of each shonen series in this. But I think what people are failing to do is accepting it as a whole, and that's for another video for you guys, because I know a lot of you Black Clover supporters want to know my input on it, and I'm gonna tell you guys straight out how I feel about it. But that's like for another video. But let me tell you, if I didn't read the manga, and I couldn't wait, guys, I couldn't wait. I just started reading. I was like, F it, I'm gonna go ahead. I was still at the edge of my seat watching this episode. There is so much going on. We get to see a little bit more of Luck's power, seeing him go full out. And let me tell you, it's kind of cool seeing it animated, seeing Luck fight animated. Luck is very, very OP. And he's smart too. When you see them covered around the tornado of smoke, we can see Luck's intelligence kind of kicking in and realizing that they could actually bait him so Asta can swing. And this is when we realize, in the very beginning of this anime, we see that if you have no magic, you're freaking garbage no matter what. But here, we're starting to see that maybe having no magic is actually a gift. People, when they're fighting people with magic, they heavily rely on magic to fight their opponent, to sense where their opponent is, to defend against their opponent. But what happens if you have someone with no magic, in fact, anti-magic, to fight against you? Now, one thing with the smoke guy that he was failing to realize, he has a strong sense of magic, so he could sense where each of his opponents are, especially Luck, because Luck is heavily powerful. But one thing he couldn't do was he couldn't sense where Asta is. And this is where it comes, like, it's a gift to have no magic, because he can't sense Asta at all. And we realize not a lot of people can sense magic. They only see the person and they're like, oh, you have no magic, well, you're fucking worthless. And that's when Asta comes in and just proves them wrong. He's like, I don't need magic to defeat you. And later on in the later chapters, at least where I'm at, holy crap, I was gonna quote something from the later chapters, but I don't want to quote it yet because it might be kind of spoilers, but it's not spoilers at the same time. But let me just say this, I full-heartedly believe that anti-magic, or having no magic at all, in this kingdom and this world where magic is a big thing, it's a gift. A lot of people are also talking about how there is a lot of dialogue, especially a lot of flashbacks in terms of Luck and everything they've been through, as well as Asta and Yuno talking about how even though they're not blood related, they're like family, and everyone that they're going to treat around them are like family. Their friends are family to them, which is a reason why when they were fighting and then they were helping out their senpais, they said, oh, we are Nakama. I thought One Piece immediately. I'm sorry. Like, because in, like, Luffy says it a lot. But when they're saying we are are friends. Though it's corny, though it's very relatable. Very relatable. See, it's like shit like that. That's what we need. Unlike that, I'm still very, like, I'm pinpointing at that freaking gambling scene in the very first part of the Black Clover. Like, it ties in perfectly together, where it made this fight, and it made the reasons why Yuno and Asta fought by their seniors, even though they were told to move forward and to get the treasure. They want to get it together. They don't want to go alone. Also, in this, like, going back to where having no magic is a gift, in a sense, it kind of feels like even though Yuno is hella powerful, like Yuno is really, really strong, Asta is still a bit stronger just based off of will and strength alone. Yuno has a massive amount of magic. He's stronger than Asta in that sense, but I think if they were to go head to head right now, I think personally Asta would win if he went serious, because I feel like Asta never goes serious when he goes head to head with Yuno. Technically, Asta could cancel all of Yuno's magic. Also, Mimosa, she has like some crazy, not only can she use her plant magic to sense what's around the kingdom to navigate around it, she also has healing powers. Now we have to take that back and be like, holy crap, she's actually kind of OP. Though I don't see her in the sense of someone that can use that for like full-on combat like Yuno can, but yo, she's very powerful. Those three, Claws, Yuno, and Mimosa, I think those three make a very, very powerful three. Golden Dawn is actually very, very solid. Unlike the Black Bulls, who has Asta, Luck, and Noelle. Those three are very, very good too, but we have two muscle heads, and then we also have Noelle, who is just water magic and learning how to train her magic. Golden Dawn already in itself already has like a full set squad to handle whatever they need to. So that's something that I wanted to point out too, because Mimosa, I like Mimosa a lot. Anyways, guys, that is my review for Black Clover. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys go ahead and drop a like for me, because that helped me a lot. Subscribe for more anime variety content. Just so you guys know, I will be covering the manga weekly very, very soon, probably starting next week. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.